Hey everybody, this is Slap Out Lash Girl Melissa and welcome. Let me adjust myself a little bit. There you go. I'm coming up a little higher. Welcome back to my channel. This is Sunday. It's my day. I'm going to do live. I hadn't been on here live in a while. So I thought I would bring to you my favorite eyeshadows that we have by Younique now. And these are liquid eyeshadows. They are beautiful. There are 4 mattes and 4 shimmers. I did some swatches of some of them that I have. I only have 5 of them. There's 8 different colors, but these are so gorgeous. Let me adjust my light just a tad. Sorry. It's one of those days. The sun's getting around here before I realize it's around here. So, good morning. Hey, Tara. Oh, I hadn't been on here live in so long, and I am enjoying my new Lange hair. This is real hair. So, if you've never bought clip-ins before, this is just clip-ins. I clip them in. This one is a 5 clip. You can buy it like in a 3 set. I can put the Lange information down there too in the description box. Hey there, how are you? All right, here we go. These colors are fab, like I just showed you on my arm. I'm going to use 2 colors on my lips, and I'm going to use 2 colors on my eyes. So I want you to see how these work. They're fab. They really are. So I'm going to start with, and I've done this on Facebook, so if you've watched me on Facebook before, I do tons and tons of tutorials there throughout the week. I just love doing lives. I do a lot of lives on there, and I do a lot of posting. But I haven't been doing a whole lot on here. Thank you, girl. I do. I love these. These are fabulous. They are, I can't, my word is fabulous for this week. Everything about these eyeshadows and hair and everything's been fabulous. I just can't get past that word. All right, so this color here is called Ornate. I believe, no, Overt. Overt. We got 2. Their names are too close on those. And I got my nails done yesterday. Yay. I went back with the powder nails for you that know the struggle that I've had on Facebook, and you've seen it. So the little different colors. I made him cut my fingernails all the way off. So I'm a happy girl now. And my mom got hers done too as well yesterday. Okay, so this is what this looks like. It has a doe foot applicator, just like that. You see that? It is like a little baby doe foot. But basically when I start these, what you're going to need is some synthetic brushes. And I'm going to show you the 2 brushes I use. Now I scrape a lot of it off because less is more. Let me set that down. And these are the brushes I'm going to use today. I'm going to use a crease brush by Younique. This is synthetic, this is synthetic, and this is synthetic also. This is a It's Cosmetics brush, and I don't know what number it is, but it is a crease brush by It's. And then this one is a cream shadow brush by Younique. And it's very flat, you see. And so I'm going to blend with my lid on this one and the rest of it with this one. And then we're going to come with the under eye with this one. All right, so we got 3 little brushes that we use, and that's it. Now, basically, if you wanted to, you could just use 1 brush. I would clean it between each color. But if you're got the brushes, then grab them and let's go to work. So I'm going to start with my transition color. I've already have my mascara on. Yep, I went ahead and did that. These are not falsies. These are actually 4D mascara with primer on them. So you need to grab that too, and I'll put that in the description box as well. So let's come in, and I'm going to get close and personal with you. Yep. You see all the lines and wrinkles on my mouth. I'm 56. I'll be 57 on Friday. I can't believe it. Where'd the time go, people? I don't know. So make sure you have your brush handy. I always kind of sort of like to have it in my hand because you do have to blend with these fairly quickly. And basically, I have hooded eyes. You can look and tell. My lower lid crease is way down here. So I basically will start these up on my brow bone. And then I can blend it down into my crease. I really like to start above. And I just draw a line, basically, with the shadow. That's about it. And then you take your brush, and then you're just going to blend this out. Now, you do have to blend these while they're wet. That's the key to these products. You're going to blend them while they're wet. And I am going to come back and add a different color up here. But this is going to be more of hey, Emma, welcome. This is going to be more of just blending these colors in at the start. I like to put the liquid on first, and then I'll come back and use a powder up here to kind of give it more of a highlight. But I've been working with these, oh my gosh, since early this month, because these just came out this month. We have a Setpember Kudos. This is September 2019. And right now you can grab the Kudos with 2 of these colors. You can choose 2 of the liquid eyeshadows. And then you can also get the Epic Moonstruck 4D Ta-da! Or you can get the primer. Ta-da! That goes, you get the primer that comes with it too. They both come together. But you can also, if you don't want mascara with fibers in it, you can get like the Epic, just regular Epic mascara. All right, so let's do this one more time. See, less is more. You start with the less and then you add. I'm going to come back and add just a little more. And this time I'm going to bring it down into the corner. So now I'm going to blend both colors in. I know that looks strange, but watch how this blends. It blends so, so pretty. And I am using natural light. So if you see the light going in and out here in Alabama, it's beautiful. Now I'm going to bring it into my crease a little. It's going to be gorgeous here today. So I like filming in natural light. I think it gives you a better vision of how things look. Sometimes if you get under these bright lights that we have, you don't get the realistic look of, I think, of makeup. It looks beautiful under the lights, but then when you go out in natural light, it has a totally different hue to it. It does. Changes. But look how easy that is to blend. Oh my gosh, I love these. Now I'm going to bring it in just a little bit, about halfway on my lid at the bottom. There you go. And then remember now, I'm going to come back with something else up here, and I'll show you that in a minute. Now let's do the other side. Yay! This is fun. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I've got so much to do. It's time for bird season around here, and I will definitely be getting some bird seed today. So that's where I'm headed after this. Oh, I like to feed the birds and the squirrels. It's just getting that time of year. It's time for me to do it again. I like to sit and watch them right out my window here. I can see in my backyard. Now I've added a little bit more color on this side, it looks like, because I'm playing. But it's blendable, and we can blend it totally out. Oh, I love it. The one thing about these I want to explain to you too, our mature eyes, as we get older, it's really, really hard. Now, I already have primer on my eyes, and I have used primer, so please make sure you use primer when you are working with these. I always use a primer first. I use Younique's primer, and then I set it with It's by Pores. I'm going to bring this on into the crease since I put a little more over here. I'm going to blend it more out. And that way it sets all day. But actually, even if you didn't use a primer, these will set. And they're not going to crease. Even if you sweat, they're wonderful. They're wonderful. And see, this is already drying. This one's totally dry already. So I can still come back and blend these if I need to, blend them out, even though I'm done. But it's very, very, very important to blend while they're wet. That way you get placement. Then come back and kind of blend it out if you like. I like to bring mine up in this area a little bit more now. I don't know. It just seems to give me a better, more of a crease, more of a lid. And now we got to add our lid color. And I'm not going to use this brush for the lid today. I'm going to use this brush, this crease brush. A cream shadow brush. And we're going to use the color Reverent. Reverent is this second color right here. This is Giddy. This is Reverent. This one is the color I just put on, or that one. See, it's a matte. See, some of them do have shimmer. It's hard for you to see. This one down here is Ornate, and it is kind of a bronzy, beautiful color for fall. And this one is called Willed. It's a matte. This is a matte, and then you've got a satin, and then Giddy up there is also a matte. So this color here, though, is Reverent. It's pretty, pretty light, and you'll love it. It's a very, very light color. Take some off of the dough brush. You make sure you have your brush in your hand when you're ready to do this. And we're going to kind of go, I'm going to start right in the corner and just swipe it across. Now, normally I would tell you to pat. You know what I'm saying? I told you pat your friend. But with these liquid eyeshadows, you really just need to kind of swipe it across, and then I come back and I pat it where I want it to go. And I can pat it up into my crease just a little bit, and I'm going to pat it right over here into this corner. Because if we're working with like powder eyeshadows, yes, I would tell you to pat this on. But this really does need to start in the corner, and you kind of swipe it across your eye, and then just blend it out by patting it. Look how pretty that color is. Now, I'm only using 2 colors today. Just 2 colors. Look how pretty. Whoa, that is some shine. These would be gorgeous for fall. I really, really love to apply. Like, swipe it across, swipe it across, I'll put a little extra right there in that corner. And then start patting it out. Pat your friend when you blend. Sorry. Sometimes I like to sing while I'm applying my makeup. This is so pretty. So, so pretty. And it is a satin, so don't worry about thinking that it's a really high glitter. It's not. It's just a pretty, pretty satin color. And these, from what I found, I have some crepiness on my lids and throughout and definitely under eyes. But these colors just kind of grab and hold. They will not accentuate all the fine lines and wrinkles that we have. That's what I love about these, especially the mattes. Now you can do an all matte eye. You could use Overt and you could use Giddy. And Giddy's kind of a beautiful pink color. It is a matte, so you don't have to use the shimmers. I just happen to love these two colors together. Now I'm going to come back and I'm going to add a little bit more of this Overt right here in the corner. And then I'm going to grab my crease brush and I want to blend this out. I want just a little bit more definition over here in this corner. And then we're going to add a little bit of Overt to our under eye. Yeah, you can. Don't be scared. Don't be scared of trying new things. And then we're going to come back and we're going to add the powder up on top and kind of blend all that out. So there's no sharp edges. I like to get the liquid on first and then come back and blend with the powder. It just seems to work better for me. And that's what I've been doing. But I do like a little outer V color. How many of you, I know some of you that are watching or watch me on Facebook, how many of you have tried these liquid eyeshadows? They are fabulous. They have staying power. They're perfect for fall. Look at that. Woo, I love it. Now, this is what I do. This is the same color that I use for my transition. And I'm going to use the end of this brush, tap it off, and then tap some off on your hand. You don't want too much. And then just come right underneath like this. Look how pretty that flows. And listen, what I want to say is when you put these on underneath your eyes, they stay. They don't wind up transferring down onto your under eye at all. I've been wearing these now for about 3 weeks. I've been using these colors, playing with them, just absolutely have fallen in love with these. Number one, they're so easy to do and use. Now you notice I don't come all the way into the inner corner. If you like that, you can. I really like to keep it simple and maybe stop right about where my pupil is and over. It works better for me. I have really close set eyes, so keep that in mind of your eye shape. Your eye shape. If you've got wide set eyes, then bring it all the way in. I don't. I don't. Hey, Jennifer, how are you, girl? And then what we're going to do, a lot of you that follow me, you know that I love a velour pressed powder. Is this a foundation? And I love to use it on my eyes. I think it's the most gorgeous light color. It gives you a little more coverage. I will absolutely use, let's see, what I'm going to use. I'm going to use this brush here. Here's my favorite. This is my, this is a powder concealer brush. Now you can use this end to apply concealer. Now I don't, however, do that, but if you're in your 20s or 30s, you can do that. I don't know. I use it. I use a brush, a very thin brush to apply that underneath my eye. So I will never use this. This is a little bit too much. It kind of leaves lines underneath and it doesn't spread it out as nice as I would like to have it. So I do use a smaller brush, which I don't have it laying here right now, but I love to take this and go right underneath my brow. And you see, you can kind of blend it right over where we added the liquid. Works really well with it. And it will give you a much more even softer edge. So that's why I like to come back and add the powder last. You see? See the difference? Now we're going to do it on this side. And I like to use this because if you have any discolorations like I do, I have like a brown spot that runs here all the way through. So I will basically come through and kind of cover up that little brown spot with this. Gives you a little more full coverage. It's very light. And I like the color of it. Now, however, you can use any kind of pressed powder eyeshadow you love, as long as this is a light color. I recommend more of an ivory, not white. Don't do a white. But see how pretty that blends in now, and you can't even tell where it starts and ends. And then I will come back, and whatever's left on this brush, I will just kind of blend in and blend it upward into it, just to kind of give it a nice color along up there. I just want to make sure you can see the color since I have hooded eyes. So look at that, how pretty. Ta-da! And there is your eye look. But guess what? We're going to move on into some lips with this. I had on Hottie earlier. Hottie is a lip plumper. And yes, it does have peppermint oil in it. And it helps you get your lips kind of moist and ready because, you know, when you're older, you got all these lines and stuff around our lips. So I love to use the Hottie first. This is Hottie. Comes like this. It has a little pink hue to it. Now, we are going to use Hottie again. But what I'm going to use is a Pouty. This is a lip liner by Younique. It is like my favorite liner of all time. And I have used it for years and years and years and years, and I will continue to use this color. I love it. It goes on. It's the perfect nude liner. And I like to line because I do have a lot of fine lines. You can't see them, but they are so, so tiny. And I've noticed that anywhere you have lines through your lips here, they're starting to all come out and come down. Now, the only thing that would help that is some some kind of Botox or something like that. You're surprised how well the shadows blend. I know, they're wonderful, wonderful stuff. Now I'm going to use Giddy, and I'm going to use Wild. I think Wild is kind of a mauvey brown. It's beautiful. And I've been putting these on my lips, girlfriends. Yes, I think they're gorgeous. They stay. They have a great staying power. Now, you can go ahead and fill in with Pouty if you like. I don't do that. I just line, and then I come and fill in. These are eyeshadows, believe it or not, and I'm using them on my lips. So I want you to see how versatile these can be. And what a beautiful fall color this would be. Now, this color here is a matte. And so mattes do tend to show lines. So that's why we're going to finish this off with some moisture. And this color is Giddy. All the names are on the bottom of these. Giddy is kind of, not giddy, but girly. What am I thinking? I got giddy on the brain. I'm pretty giddy most of the time. Those of you who know me. And I like to put this in the center. Why? Because I think it is so pretty. Gives you a little bit of extra light. Pat these colors together. You can take your finger and kind of blend it. They do set so quickly. And they have a lot of staying power. And they don't move. Now, of course, at the end of the day, after you eat and drink and things like that, the color's going to come off eventually, right? Because it's not like a lip stain or anything. But I'm going to put Hottie right over the top of this. Yeah, my whole entire lip. I think it's very pretty. You need to try this. If you have these, Emma, these liquid, I know you're a presenter with Younique. So, but these are gorgeous. I recommend these. I went ahead and ordered all the rest of the colors. So these are the colors. I can't hold them up so you can actually see them, but they're gorgeous. They almost look like, they almost make me think of like, they don't look like, they look more like a lip product to me instead of an eye product when you hold these up, the way they package these. So they make me think of a lip gloss or something like that, or maybe a fingernail polish. They kind of make me think of a fingernail polish a little bit. But how pretty is that? Let me close my eyes so you can see how pretty that is. Now, I can come back and add a liner if I like. Today, if I want to just keep it like this, I can. Let me show you the difference in adding a liner. Let's add Proper. Let's add brown. I got Proper laying here. I always use Proper pretty much every day. It's one of my favorites. Now you can come back and you can add, if you want a little drama, say you wore this out during the day and you wanted to make it kind of into an evening look, you can do that. You just basically will add a little bit of liner. And yeah, I've already got my mascara on, so this will be a little feat to kind of work around my lashes already. But it adds just a little bit of darkness. See that? And you can do this on the other side too. These go on like butter too, and they stay and they set in about 30 seconds. So when you're using our liners, I'm having to kind of draw it on a little bit. And then make the little baby wing. And just bring it back in. You don't have to be crazy with the wing. We don't have to have wings. We just need a little darkness there in that corner. Now, you may have one bad eye, one good eye. I do. This is my good eye. This is my droopy eye over here. So I actually have to do just a little bit outer wing more so than the other side, because this one I can hold it out and see it goes back in. You see that? You probably have that issue too, and that's okay. You can adapt to that. And if you want to add a little bit of drama, you can always do tight lining down here at the bottom. I'm not going to do that today because it's Sunday and I want it to be kind of a light breezy look. Look at that. And your lashes, my lashes are already on, so I'm not having to do that. However, you can come back and touch up your lashes if you like. I'm not. That's just one coat of 4D. I don't have on a whole lot of it today, but I do love it. So 4D, you get this. You can get the lashes. We have lash sets. All of these are beautiful. Look, there we go. I'll put it in front of my face so you can see it. All righty, guys. Look, ta-da! I am done, done, done. Very simple look. You can do this. I swear you can. Make sure you get synthetic brushes. These are the ones that I use. Younique has these two. And then you can also find this one at Ulta. This is a crease brush by It's Cosmetics. These are the two brushes I use from Younique, the crease brush, and this is the cream shadow brush. And they're both, just make sure when you're working with these liquid eyeshadows that you use a synthetic brush. You can use a regular brush, but it just seems like a regular boar hair brush or something like that, but it doesn't, it seems to break down the brush a little bit more, and I wouldn't use it on that. I would definitely use just synthetic brushes, okay? All right, guys, thanks for hanging out with me. I got to get off of here, and I got to go get my day started, and I love in my hair by Lange. If you love to add fun to your life, and you just want to add a little drama, this is real hair. I had it dyed at my stylist. She did it, and then we went and colored my hair to match it, and then she put them in and she cut them and she curled them, and I'm like absolutely in love with them. So I really didn't do much today except kind of comb them out and just put it in my hair, and they're little clips that go all the way around my head. So yay, I have to buy hair to have any girlfriends. I have baby fun hair. So if you have baby fun hair, go have some fun hair time. Go get you some Lange. These are wonderful. And I'll find the link for that and put it there in the description box too. And I will see y'all next Sunday. Y'all have a great day. Love you. Bye.